here at Ashburton and catching up with Martin Pierson from the New Zealand Sire Stakes Board. Firstly, Martin, welcome.
Thank you, Paul.
Great day of racing here. Great day, full stop, isn't it?
Oh, beautiful day in mid-Canterbury and one of the best venues in the South Island, I believe. Lovely country racing and looking forward to it.
Beautiful time of year. We had great racing on Tuesday. There was, I think you're going to say 2 Sire Stakes races, was there, or maybe 3?
No, just the 2. So we had the 2-year-old Colts and Geldings and the Never Our Fillies final.
Yeah, but highlights just the depth of horses. That 2-year-old Colts and Geldings race, that's Chase a Dream was awesome, but 6 horses, I think, going across the line within about a length of each other. It was just an amazing race, wasn't it?
Look, it's a race over the years, historically a 3-year-old race before the birthday change, but it's always been known as a race of champions. We saw a wonderful performance. But yes, great to see the margins because that makes it interesting and exciting, not only for the race the other day, but going forward with still not that dominant 2-year-old. Yeah,
absolutely. And then Millwood Nike, she's just a revelation. I've been fortunate enough. I saw her this time last year and couldn't believe her. I tried to see if Mark could take her to Australia. He said no. I have since had a conversation with him and he goes, I might be up to Nathan. So I think that's 50-50. Either way, she's just a super mare, such a high quality mare, just great for the industry, what the industry needs, mares like, and fillies like
a straight out champion, I think. We saw that the other day. This time last year won the Dunstan Horsefleet final on show day, then won the Magnus Penrose Sire Stakes final in Auckland, unbeaten as you know. Be interesting for me, I suppose. I was talking to Frank Endicott and some of the owners after the race. They'll leave it up to Mark, of course, and Nathan, but she's got options, but even a wee sneaky thought of the race, because being a mare, of course, you draw 1 or maybe 2 if there's another mare in the race, and gee, you'd have to think drawing 1 should give those boys a bit of a run for their money.
Exactly, and that's one of the enticing parts. It's one of the worst parts about New Zealand, having a good stake increase, which is great for everyone here, but might be the detriment of the horses coming back to Australia with such a tight calendar too. So anyway, but that's okay. Two more heats tomorrow. You got the 2-year-old fillies, Coastal Babe lines up in there. What a revelation she's been.
Lovely filly, and again quite an open race. She's drawn 2, bit of a sneaky for the 1-2. Probably a wee bit fortunate to make the field. She was down the rankings, but she's made it into the final, and she's drawn 1. And then we've got Kiss and Treacherous Love, who won out here at Ashburton, of course, on Labour Day. Yeah. So another very strong race.
Bit of a forgotten horse too, Treacherous Love.
Oh yeah, and of course by the Boom Sire.
Yeah, they're all on it. What's the other race? Because I'm in trouble because I can't.
No, we've got the Bob McArdle Southern Mares Classics, 4-year-old and older mares. Nice even field of 9 mares. So looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, good racing and it's important. And you want to be a part of it. You need to be a part of these big races, these big meetings, and that. Pay up for the size. That's one thing. Every time you and I have been a part of it, we have to. It's a different mentality here in New Zealand to Australia. All of our futurities, our sire stakes and all those ones, we naturally do it. Here, we sort of almost got to coax people into doing it. That's pretty much your main job, is actually saying, listen, you want to pay up for this, and they should, because of the stake money and the excitement around the races.
Look, you can't force people, and nor should you. But if you're breeding a horse, you've got to give an opportunity to earn some money, and it can only do that when it's in the better races. Now, we have lots of good racing in New Zealand, don't get me wrong, but the Sire Stakes, the Never Our Fillies, Caduceus Series, now we look after that as well, and we also manage the Harness Million on behalf of New Zealand Bloodstock Standardbred. You've got to be in to win, to think you can fully pay up a foal for $650 and be eligible for all the 2- and 3-year-old racing, or 4-year-old and older if they don't make it as those early horses. I think it's good value for money. So I get about 67% of the foals born in New Zealand into the Sire Stakes.
We want to get 100.
I'd like to get 100, absolutely. But then the board's also looking at how we can spread the wealth. So aspirational races are very important, but also for the horses that don't make it. And people have heard this story before, but in New Zealand we have Lotto, and I've always said if you buy a lotto ticket and win $10, you invariably buy another ticket. So if we can provide returns at all levels of the sport, people will continue to reinvest.
Yep, and that's what we want. And then they reinvest, they go to a great day's racing, like what it was yesterday and what it will be.
Well, look here today. So this is the second year that we've had the 2-year-old Fillies Classique here at Ashburton, a new race, $25,000 at listed level, and we've got a field of 12 2-year-old trotting fillies. Who would have thought that was possible? But again, that's also showing the benefit of the birthday change.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got Cambrai over the back there. He wears a few hats, the NZB. It's so important as well for selling horses at the yearling sales. If they are Sire Stakes eligible, you've got a chance being able to play on the big dances.
Oh, look, I work closely with NZB, and those that haven't paid up, we ring them and make sure they're in, because realistically, if you're selling commercially and you're not in the Sire Stakes, I'm not saying you're out of play, but you are limiting your opportunities to get those good returns. So I think you'll find you go through the catalogue, if not 100% very close to it, are Sire Stakes eligible. And then, of course, they become yearling sales eligible too if they pay the Harness Million. So it improves their earnability, I suppose. Is that the right word?
Yeah, and attractability. It could be a beautiful type, and it could be just that one little thing that just pushes them over the line. So as a breeder, putting your foals on the ground,
well, look at Brian West.
Everything right.
Look at Brian West on Tuesday. So he had the Captain T colt in the sale, passed him for 30, which seems extraordinary. Kept it with some of his colleagues and friends, and here we are, he wins the Sire Stakes final. So again though, it was there for sale, but he's kept it, but because he'd paid up along the way, he gets a horse into the Sire Stakes final on Cup Day and duly won the race.
So he's not having a bad couple of days, Brian. I think he needed an Uber just to get all these trophies home from the Breeders' Night the night before, and he's going okay. He'll be front and centre on Friday too.
No, absolutely. Wonderful breeder, and enjoy all the success, and we congratulate him for that.
Absolutely. We talk about NZB too. Don't forget that the catalogue has gone online now today. It's been actually a launch for next year. That's going to come around really, really quickly. That's going to be a busy time again for the Sire Stakes Board, and people making sure people are aware of what they're eligible for as well. So go to NZB. But also
on that, just while we're here now, that's a good point. So this year worked with Cam and James Jennings. So when you sign for your yearling after it's been knocked down to you, there'll be an opportunity to tick a box on the iPad, I believe, as opposed to the clipboard, and that's an information gathering only. I'll contact those people very soon after the sale and give them the option to fully pay up. So then they don't have to think any more about this. They'll have their yearlings, take them home, break them in, and they'll be eligible for all the Sire Stakes racing going forward. So I really encourage people to tick that box. It's a relatively small sum of money, and to make sure they're eligible for all the races in New Zealand.
Let's go back one step though, and I don't mean to be cheeky here. Tick the box does not mean you are paying up for it. Ticks the box means you will get in touch with them. So that's what we want people to be aware. They don't want to think all of a sudden, oh, this is going to cost us $300. When you get home, look at your horse, you say, geez, only for another $300 we're across the line. That's where you go. So tick the box.
Tick the box, it'll come to me. So NZB don't want to collect the money. That'll be a administrative nightmare. So we're not going to do that. Very clear on that. NZB will take the money for the Harness Million series, and we'll manage that. But the other one, I will just contact those clients very quickly after the sale, give them the opportunity. I'll actually be at the sale this year. I'm not selling this year for a change, so that's nice. Have a bit more time, so even on sale day, I'll be able to facilitate paying up for the Sire Stakes, Nivellier and Caduceus for the fillies, of course, if they so wish.
Yep. Marty, thank you. Always a bit of fun, mate. Beautiful day. I haven't taken the sunglasses off, but I'm okay with that. It's the sun's out, the guns are out, so it's a bit of fun. But well done to the Sire Stakes Board. Want more people in it. Good luck tomorrow. Good luck on your speech today too. Don't get the wrong words out. It's always dangerous when you get the wrong words out.
No, we'll do our best, and thank you for your support. Always appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy.